Considering the debate of stripping state governments of power to control grassroots administration, as the clamor for local government autonomy swells, what are the hurdles and what are the odds? We'll find out. And Southeast states governors meet with the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Anambra's forthcoming election on the agenda. Many thanks for joining in, everyone. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm Seun Okinbaloye in Lagos. Before we go straight into the business of the day, here are other political stories we are following for you. Let's begin with the meeting today in the Southeast region. It appears governors in the Southeast are trying to avert any kind of drama ahead of the November 18 election in Anambra State. The Southeast governors held a closed-door meeting with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, at the Enugu Government House. Emmanuel Uzo, the Chief Press Secretary of Ebonyi State, Governor David Umahi, says the call by IPOB for boycott of the Anambra governorship election was expected to be top of the agenda at the meeting. And President Muhammadu Buhari today attended a first Federal Executive Council meeting since he returned from the United Kingdom. A major highlight of the meeting is the approval of the construction of Mambila Hydroelectric Power Plant in the sum of $5.8 billion. He also received a national female basketball team. Well, as we speak, the president is in his home state of Katsina, specifically in Dora right now, where he's met with leaders of the state. He will be in his hometown for the Salah celebrations on Friday. And now to our major story of today. Today, thousands of local government workers in Ebonyi State took to the streets and major roads in Abakaliki, the capital of the state, to protest lack of autonomy in the local government system. It is not only in Abakaliki, in Ekiti, in several other states like Kogi, the same kind of protests held. Labor unions, that is the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC, Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, NALGE, as well as Medical Health Workers Union of Nigeria, led up workers in peaceful rally in Lokoja to drum support for local government autonomy in Nigeria. The past weeks and months have been several protests and clamor for local government autonomy. Many clamoring for this grassroots autonomy believes it will put the nation on the path to true federalism, if there is any case anywhere like that. But as widespread as the call is, it remains a debate. This is it. The Ebonyi State government is against local government autonomy. Their reason, they say it would plunge workers in some local council of state into economic hardship. As 7 council areas in the state consistently run into deficit before their monthly allocations are paid. That is a peculiar case. In Lagos, Governor Ambode is not so keen about ceding that much power to the local government. He believes the state government can still oversee and determine what goes on in the local government. That's the point where we kick off this conversation tonight. Let's ask a man who spent 8 years as a chairman of a local government, Mr. Ayodele Adewale, a former local government chairman of Amuwo-Odofin in Lagos, joins us on the telephone. Many thanks, Mr. Adewale, for joining us on Politics Today tonight. Just how difficult is it for you as a chairman of a local government to run the activities of your area, considering what a lot of people say is the domineering effect of the state government? Mr. Adewale, thanks so much for joining us on the program tonight. If you can hear me, considering the clamor for local government autonomy, just how difficult is it for you, having spent 8 years as a local government chairman, with the overbearing effect of the state government? That is what has been the debate on the lips of many people these days.
Well, thank Thank you very much.
All right, it appears though we're having problems connecting with him, but let's continue with the conversation. We have Honorable Wesley Dawes, a lawyer, former federal lawmaker in our Abuja studio, and here in Lagos is Mr. Yinka Odumaki, spokesperson of the Southern Leaders Forum and a member of the 2014 Confab, the delegate there. He's here with us in our Lagos studio. Let's get the conversation started. Thank you so much, Mr. Odumaki.
My pleasure.
If you look at the clamor and some of the demands of those who have taken to the streets, asking for local government autonomy, what exactly do you think it will look like if there is an autonomous local government system in Nigeria?
Well, I sympathize with those who are demonstrating, asking for autonomy for local government. There are clearly some issues about the question of domination by state governors of local government affairs in the country, and people are now thinking, okay, if we have autonomous local government, we're better off. But I'm sorry, the demand for local government to be autonomy, to be run from Abuja, is clearly anti-federalism. In a federal arrangement, there are two tiers of government, the federal government and the state government. And if there are challenges about running local government now, what those workers should do is to ensure that they join the clamor for the structure of Nigeria, so that when Nigeria is structured, each federating unit will have their own constitution and should strengthen our democratic institutions at all those levels to allow that there is funding for local government. In fact, 2014 National Conference took the position that just like in the United States, because in the United States, local government, which is a federation, local government is under Article 10. Under Article 10 in the USA, every powers that's not given to the federal government is given to the states. So the states manage their local government. And that's why the number, everything, that's why in 2012, there are about 89,004 local governments in America. Because states manage community demand as they want. They are not the basis of sharing money like we do here. That no local governments here, that's why money you share. Those are productive centers where resources are generated by communities and they are used to develop the community. It is a unitary system that we're part of Nigeria that has caused all this problem for us. So what we should do really is to federalize. When you federalize, local government is for federating units. They should determine their number, their funding, everything, but we should have appropriate mechanism to ensure that they're well funded.